ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਝੂਠੇ ਮਾਨ ਕਹਾ ਕਰੈ, ਜਗ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਜੋ ਜਾਨ। ਇਨ ਮੈਂ ਕਛ ਤੇਰੋ ਨਹੀਂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਕਹਿਓ ਬਖਾਨ। Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Paatshah Ji, in this first slok, they say to us that ਝੂਠੇ ਮਾਨ ਕਹਾ ਕਰੈ, ਜਗ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਜੋ ਜਾਨ. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Paatshah Ji saying in the ਝੂਠੇ means false. Maan means pride. Guru Sahib Ji saying ਝੂਠੇ ਮਾਨ ਕਹਾ ਕਰੈ. This is, how is it even possible for you to have this false pride? False pride in what? Guru Sahib Ji then go on to say, they say that jag supne jo jaan, they said know this world to be just like a dream. Supne means a dream. Jag means world, jag supne jo jaan. Jaan means to know. They're saying know this life just to be like a dream. This is, how can you have any form of pride? They said any pride that you have for anything that you possess within this life, they said it's all false. In main kach tero nahi. They're reminding us, this says remember this. This says in main, amongst all of these things that you have accumulated within this life, this says kach tero nahi, none of them. Kach means any. Tero nahi, none of them are yours. Tero. Then they say that Nanak ਕਹਿਓ ਬਖਾਨ. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Paatshah saying ਕਹਿਓ ਬਖਾਨ, that I am ਕਹਿਓ. ਕਹਿਓ means saying, ਬਖਾਨ means I'm telling you this. Then what does it mean to have false pride? Having pride for something that is not going to leave with us. Having pride for something that is not going to go with us. So in the next Pankti, Guru Sahib Ji, they tell us, they say, what is it? What type of things do people end up having pride over? And then they tell us, they said those things are things like your own body. One person, they might have a particular type of body shape, and somebody's got so much pride in the way their body looks. Somebody's actually, they've gone out, yes, they've put that effort in. They've exercised, they've made sure they keep fit, or they're very controlled in their food, and they keep themselves fit and they look a certain way, and they get all this attention. They get all this attention because of the way they look and their beauty as well. And then when somebody else looks slightly different, and that God has created so many different types of Maya, there is so many differences within the creation itself in the way things look. And that's a game, that's the way God has created it. But what happens is we forget that all that creation is still a part of that one. But we look at the outer differences, and then we start to look down at other people just because of the way somebody looks. And then that's why Paatshah Ji over here, they're saying to us that ਝੂਠੇ मान कहा करे, that why have this false pride within your own body in the way you look. We've got to always remember the way that this body looks today, it's going to change. No matter how hard we try, this body will start to wrinkle. No matter how hard we try, but this body will start to age. No matter how much we try and hold on to it. No matter how much I try and hold on to the things that I have. That all these things that I've built up, these cars, and then looking down at the next door neighbors, looking down at those others that haven't got a car as good as mine. What ends up happening? We end up laughing at others. We end up looking down at others. Look how many people we may come across in our lives that have everything. It doesn't mean that they are Sikhi. Doesn't mean that they are happy. When something happens, when a disease or something takes over in their life, and there is no cure for that disease, it doesn't matter how much money they have got. It doesn't matter how much technology that they have got. It doesn't matter how much pride that they had. It doesn't matter how much they laughed at the next door neighbors. It doesn't matter. All of these things don't matter at that point. Because then what matters at that point is they thinking, you know what? What can we do for this person? What can we do for my family member now? But there's no cure. There's no money in the world. There's no possession in this world that can actually save that person from that particular disease, because there may not be any cure for that person at the moment. So Guru Sahib Ji is awakening us again. They're saying this life is just like a dream, but you get so caught up in pride. Remember, it doesn't mean that it's wrong to have things. It doesn't mean it's wrong to have a nice car, but it's the intention behind why. Why do I need it? Am I just getting caught up? Am I just getting addicted to buying things? Why? What is it for? It doesn't mean it's not wrong to look good, even Sangat Ji. Doesn't the intention behind it. And if I get caught up in it, and then I actually start to feel that pride of the way I am, and then remember, pride, some people get pride confused and think that it's not wrong to have a bit of pride in the way you look. Remember, Sangaji, pride means when then you look down at somebody else. Pride means when it becomes a competition. Pride means then when somebody else is getting somewhere as well, and then what happens? Then that jealousy starts to take over. I might have all the money in the world. I might be looking down at others because of what I've got. But if I've got jealousy inside of myself, how happy am I? That jealousy is destroying me. That jealousy isn't allowing me to actually remain happy. So Guru Sahib Ji saying, remember, this life is just like a dream, and look what you're getting caught up in. And not remembering what this life is actually about. And it's actually finding that true love inside of our heart, and then radiating that love to everyone. Is living a life out of compassion and helping others. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.